Welcome back, loyal subjects. Today, I bring to you a plan, an incredible plan. They also have a plan to maybe get rid of this road, but that is not the incredible plan. Fear not, I have an idea so amazing that it will send me right to the top of the YouTube trending page, and may also cause me to spend the entire episode doing a time lapse, accomplishing nothing and falling into a pit and crying, because really, it's an awful plan. We are going to build a new neighbourhood, and we are going to build it with canals. Yes, we are going to have water everywhere, just like they do in real Florida, not like this dumpy bit of swamp that we have. It's just not snazzy enough. And you'll say, but the citizens want industry. Since when have we ever listened to the citizens? You must be new to the series. Ask not what your city can do for you, but what you can do for your city. And what you can do, residents, is shut up whilst I do terrible, terrible things. And that is what I intend to do. So without further ado, let's start the process by taking out a massive loan. Because that's how all good plans start, leave me alone. And I will get to work building the best thing that any of us have ever seen before in our sad, miserable lives. Alright, we are back. There was no time lapse because building this area took more time than not just one episode, but 2 episodes back to back. It took 40 minutes of my life, countless amounts of taxpayer money, to build an area that has by far the least amount of zonable land compared to everywhere else. It is truly an epitome of what we do in this series, and I am proud to have this area. Look at how beautiful it looks. Look at the canals. I'm sure the citizens will really appreciate it. The water is gushing in. It has a bit of an uphill climb, but I'm sure the water can manage that. What's that about water and going uphill, that it always likes to do it? Yes, I paid attention in science class. Look, it's bending round the corners. The people in Fear Set, I mean, they got their horse riding stable, but now they've seen this, they are not happy. Mainly because, it took all their money to pay for it. But yes, this is truly the best thing we've built so far. I'm just going to wait till it fills it with water. Talking of water, we're going to give some water pipes, because I don't want them drinking the stuff that comes from the rivers. That's all probably poisoned with factory waste and all that. You know what it's like around here. Yeah, everything in that river is probably dead. We did tear up a significant amount of the environment to build this wonderful neighbourhood, which is no doubt going to have the best land value of everywhere around. We haven't really got any wealthy people. Yeah, they're all a bit crap. What is that? What is this house underwater? How can your house be underwater? There's no house. Oh. Okay, we have some issues with the canal system. Why is it... No, listen here. Ocean. This was not the deal. Get in your designated hole, water hole. Do it. Get in the hole. You're going down there. Well, joke's on you, Mother Nature. The city's the other direction. Foiled again. I'm sure the water will dissipate once it learns its lesson. It's just some teething problems in the new neighbourhood. I'm sure it's indicative of no one's poor planning. Oh dear, things are not good. All the people on Winston Street, they've lost out. If you bought a plot preemptively around here, yeah, you got problems. The people on this island, they're fine. Speaking of island, I've got a wonderful name for this area, because really... Oh, I noticed that Stark Orchard has mooched off the top half of Dodson Ranch. That's highly inconsiderate of you, Eleanor. I mean, it's not out of character, but still, inconsiderate. But yeah, if you have watched our wonderful, wonderful Sims series, you know there's only one fitting name for a place of this calibre, this excellence, and this proximity to lots and lots of water. And, you know, I don't want to reveal it. It takes me too long to paint the district. I start my line of thinking before I'm anywhere close to actually doing the naming process. But you know what? That's just one of my lovable quirks. That's why I'm going to be #1 on trending for this wonderful video, which I'm going to call Super Extra Drama Special Water Everywhere! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Okay, talking of water everywhere, this is supposed to be a lake, not just an opening for you to go and flood. Again, nothing. There's nothing over there. People in Dodson Ranch, they're laughing. They know God was out to destroy them. They're the sinners. But no, they've got a bit confused. Well, anyway, we're going to call this area Treasure Island, because really, it's a wonderful name, it's very witty, and I'm the best. Apparently there's zoned buildings here. There's a population of 11. Who the hell lives here? Have we mooched off some of the people in Viaset? We have. Well, that's fine. I'm sure the people in Viaset don't mind. They're upgrading their houses. They're moderately wealthy. What about these people? No, they're still dirt poor. Even though they live next to water features. Maybe it's because they're a bit sceptical of what the water features kind of do. Yeah. We've kind of made a new wetland habitat. And it's sort of everything south of Jones Street. Bit of an issue, that. Thank God no one's around in this area. Thank God no one's using my new massive road. Yeah, well, I'm sure that will sort itself out. It did everywhere else. So let's get zoning, shall we? Let's get some new people into town. We've got almost 3,000 citizens now, which is not a high number. Well, that's about it. It's not a high number. That is not enough citizens. So why don't you move into this new area completely safe? Ignore the fact that your flood insurance costs more than your house. It's wonderfully safe. Nothing bad ever happens on low-lying water areas. That's something we've learnt from experience. Yes, and we've got to build our path, because for some reason it messes up the zones when you don't have the path. Really, that is not a lot of homes for what was a lot of money and a lot of time. But you know what? We didn't need homes anyway. We needed something that looked good from above, because the rest of this town is a mess. So you know what? I had fun, and that's all that matters, really. That and fame and money and fortune, because I'm just a soulless monster. Much like my viewers. I'm just like you. Okay, so we're going to zone this area. We're going to make it all nice. And people... I was going to say people will come flooding in. That's a bit literal. Everything's flooding again. You guys. Things are not good. God, why does nature want to get me? What have I ever done other than carve up a significant amount of it? Okay, well, they're moving in. Is there anything I can do for them? Fire-wise. There's disaster services. This whole area is a disaster. My reign as mayor is a disaster. What can I provide for you? Earthquake sensor. That's not help. That's not going to help. What's this? Emergency shelter. I could give you one. You know what? It's probably a good sign to have an emergency shelter. Where would you put one? Where, if you had to have a mass evacuation of this area, where would you send people in this town? Because it's all a bit of a hazard, really. Like you can send it to the shopping mall, but down here there's not enough road infrastructure to handle everyone in that entire city, because everyone's already clogged up at that intersection. You can send them to Dodson Ranch, but again, this intersection would become a nightmare. And they'd all come around here, and all these people on this side of town, they'd be screwed. But if you could send people over here, but then what exactly would people over here do? It's a nightmare to get either sides of the freeway. And like you'd logically think you'd put it round here. But this appears to be the area where the flooding happens a lot. You know what, why not? Why not? Because really, if anyone's at risk of a major disaster, it's all the people who live on Treasure Island. It sounds nice, but really, it's a hazard. So why don't we put the emergency shelter? We can just... That's a school. No. We don't want to get those confused. You should put the emergency shelter in the disaster area, not the school. You want that far away from the disaster area. So we can put that there. You know, actually, it probably needs parking, doesn't it? Yeah. Considering we're going to try and get the entire town to get to the shelter. And there's actually no space for a lot of parking. So you know what? Should there be a disaster, walk. That's the official line the government is taking on that. Yeah. If there is a major disaster, leave your car at home. It's going to be no use. There's going to be more traffic on the roads than just about like anything else. Like piles of water in your living room, grains of sand also in your living room, because let's be real, we know what the disaster is going to be. Catastrophic flood doomed us all. I can't actually go any further, which is rude. Wait, can I have a bit of parking? No, you're going to give me that much parking. That is how much you're going to give me. And I haven't even connected the thing, so that is all the parking you're going to give me. Really, game? Really? What is this? Are you subtly disagreeing with my placement of the emergency shelter? Fine. That's going to be a shopping mall, so we can't go there. If I was going to place an emergency shelter, where would I put it? What about here? Oh, hang on, that's a much better location. It's sort of closer to Fiaset, so they can also live, whilst the sinners in Dodson Ranch are left to die. It's the best of both worlds. Let's not do that. It's a bit dodgy, that road. We don't want dodgy. We've already got a dodgy leader. Yes. We can build. Then we go further. Yep. Then we can bring this round to here. This up to there. Oh yeah, that's a huge amount of parking. That's loads. Everyone is going to be able to drive their car down to the disaster shelter and then not die in the terrible disaster. It's the best thing I've done for these citizens since I let them have schools and hospitals. Which was last episode, by the way, just in case you thought it was a good mare. No. It took until episode 4 to get a school. Until episode 5 to get some kind of water-based theme park that we stick homes in. Yes, shelter. We can have a small one or a large one. Both of them are massively expensive. This one is really, really expensive. That holds 10,000 people. And this holds 1,000. And we have 2,600. So you know what? We're going to have this one. And if you don't make the shelter, you die. It's called natural selection. And you're going to have to get used to it. We also have a playground. Yay! Right then, since we're on this kick for not letting our citizens drown in massive pools of water, what else can I invest in that will help them live? I can put this power line in, that's not helping them live. That is definitely going to give loads of cancers to this person in this house. Who lives in this house? The Harvey family. They are all men. That is weird. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to have 5 men in a house that is absolutely tiny and has a power cable right next to it. That is a disaster waiting to happen, especially when the water comes up and causes some kind of fire here and it collapses and crushes your house. And what is with the age difference? 44, 40, 18, 17 and 6. Where are you getting these kids? Oh, there's some shady stuff going down in that house. Shady. Not around here, though. Everyone around here is doing great. They're not moving into these ones. I think they're scared because they're cowards. And they finally started to want shops again, you guys. That means next episode we can have a massive great shopping mall. I don't know if it's going to happen this episode. We might not have a lot of time. I've been rambling a lot. What else can I get you? Radio mast. What do you do? Allows emergency broadcasts to reach your citizens. That would be useful. I suppose it's going to... Oh, you can get one that covers millions of miles or one that does basically nowhere. Well, why don't we go with nowhere? Like it basically covers the city. If we put it sort of around here. Oh, it doesn't need a road to connect to it either. So you know what? There. Are you happy now? They are. Lots of smiles. Ooh. And that's the radio coverage. So as you can see here, if you live in the upper part of Dodson Ranch, when you put on non-stop pop, it's wonderful. If you live on the very, very ends of this, that's terrible. Yeah, if this is going to deliver disaster signals, we need it closest to the people who live in the ocean. Yes, change of plan. We're going to put it there. Tear that down. The people in Dodson Ranch are going to have to not have their pop music. Okay, that is a lot worse for these guys. But it's better for the people who live in the bit that's actually going to flood with water. If you live around here in Plymouth Rock, then you're just going to have to die. Sorry about that, citizens. But that's what you get. You can also have these things. These are expensive, though. You know, I gave you so much. It makes me feel sick spending money on citizens like this. I have noticed that you haven't really branched out to fill the rest of the area, have we? Oh, this one's going now. This one's going. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. The middle one, that's not doing. The little island, which I would say is the most coveted spot. Oh, is it because you're a bit cowardly? Because these are the rich, remember? Let's look at their land value map. Where's the... Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so what this tells us is that the people in Plymouth Rock, they're poor. Very poor. Especially these guys. These have no land value. Don't know what is with that. And the people in Fiaset, not wealthy at all. The people in Dodson Ranch, who live near the school, that's where the money likes to go. And the people in Treasure Island, that's already where the money likes to go, even though they don't have any schools and stuff. So why don't we get some more money in by building some more things that rich people like? So how are we doing on health? There's lots of healthcare, but it's over there. There are really more police. No, the police is over there. Fire protection? Do you have that? No, you don't. I could build you a fire station. I could. Yeah, why not? Where's it going to go? It could go around here where they wouldn't let me put my other thing, emergency shelter. Because I don't think the fire station's going to need much parking, is it? Or you get a smaller one and try and fit it closer to their homes. Because the closer they live to the fire station, the more joy it's going to bring them. Let's get that one. There. Oh god, the parking is a bit dangerous. But you know, if you work in the fire department, I trust that you know how parking works and you don't drive into the canal. Honestly, but we played SimCity, we know the fire department isn't that smart. What else? Parks! They could have some parks. Like what? What kind of fits around here? Is there anything really fancy? What's in this menu? And the game's saving. Now I don't get to know. Oh, hang on. Water-based parks. Of course. That is why you would move to this place. Water things. I don't know why else you'd be here. We can have this one. This is a restaurant pier. It doesn't fit. I don't think we're going to fit things actually in the canal. You're going to have to go to the bit near the ocean if you want to do things. Can I stick piers on the end of these streets? Kind of. It doesn't want me to. Well, you know what? I don't listen when people tell me that I can't do things. So how about Is this going to look really dumb? Probably. We'll test it. Yes. Can I make you go down? Yes. Now, that is wonderful. Does it count as connected to the street? No. Well, there goes that plan. Oh, crap. I deleted a bit of the canal. That is going to definitely cause some kind of terrible disaster. Where's the canal button? Yeah, look, everything's fine. I'll get back to my parks, and you can have fun in the canal. What else? What is a good park? Beach volleyball. Oh yeah, beach volleyball. We can put that on the island, because that's the fanciest part of town. And you know what? We will have some things around here. We'll Actually, no, we won't because we won't be connected to the road. Fine, you don't get things. You don't get nice things. Because you annoyed me. I'll give you something around here. You can have a... I've already got a dog. You have a tropical garden. Sounds kind of... Fishing island. Island? Oh, it has to be connected to a road still. That's really annoying. And you don't consider the end of these roads? Floating cafe? No, still needs a road. How rude. Do you think maybe I could, like, crush one of these homes and bring it slightly more inland? Oh, look, it really straightens out when you put it on this guy's house. Yes. Yes, I want my floating cafe. I'm going to bring it closer to the street. Do you consider that connected to the road? Yes, you do. Now we can eat on the ocean, which is actually a river. What more could you want when it comes to a city? Nothing. So move in. We're making a massive, massive loss. I don't know why. Everything I've done today has been productive and affordable. That's exactly how I would describe. God, it's getting bigger. We are definitely losing all our... Oh, we're making loads of money again. Well, good. Good news. Good news, everyone. It must be these rich people moving in. Well, things have been good. Things have been good. So, what am I going to do now? I guess end the episode. Why not? You know what? Maybe I will fast forward in time until this area has beautifully filled in and we can have a nice ending shot. Actually, perhaps what we should be doing is dealing with things in the mill district. I know no one wants to be here, but we have to acknowledge this area exists. Look, there are people walking through it. Who are you? Katie Price. You're a fool and nobody likes you. Actually, you're just a teenager. Well, now I feel bad. Thanks, Katie Price. But we definitely need to do some stuff around here. What do you want? Taxes are too high. Oh, God. Get off it. This street is a traffic nightmare. And this street round here is a... Did I see another tax is too high around here? Just shut up. Either way, large trucks around here, bit of a bad mood. Look at them coming. Do you think maybe we should find a way to disconnect this street? Because we have like... We have these two dead ends. We could have this one go like round there and this one go like round here. I don't know, because look at the backups we're getting around there. We do not want this. We want them to use this big, massive highway that I spent all that money on. So how about I get to work around here. I'll time-lapse it for your viewing pleasure. We haven't had one this episode. Oh, hang on. Stop the time-lapse. Tornado with the intensity of 3.7 is about to hit the city, apparently, which is really bad. It should go without saying that is very bad, especially since the disaster that I thought we were all preparing for is massive catastrophic flood. But no, it appears Mother Nature's out to get to the shelter. How do I get them to go to the shelter? Go to the shelter. Evacuate. What is this? Draw an evacuation route. Oh God, we need a route. Where should they go? Where should we go and get them from? We could go round in like a circle through the neighbourhood. Yeah. Why don't we do that? We'll stop at the stables to save the horses. We'll stop at the shopping mall, I guess. Yeah, we'll stop at the shopping mall to save the shoppers, and then we'll stop in Godson Ranch to save the sinners, and then we'll loop back round in time for breakfast at the emergency shelter. Go, evacuate the citizens. Get them to the shelter. Oh, I've paused the game. Oh, right. Evacuation bus. Go. It says evacuation on the roof. You should be able to find it, citizens. Oh, God, they're complaining about no taxes. Well, you know what? Maple residents, your house is the one that I want to be hit by the tornado. Oh god, we're now in space. Oh god, it's the tornado. Oh god, it's my beautiful new area. Oh, I shouldn't have tempted God by building all these islands. Oh, no, no. Look at my poor citizens. They're flying around in their cars. I told you to go to the shelter, losers. You haven't evacuated your house at all. You're driving around in a van, leaving the city. You're literally driving into the tornado, and now you're dead. Did you get... Oh my god, and the tax complainers are the only ones who survived. Why do I bother? Why do I bother building these beautiful cities? Fiorella Butcher, I hold you accountable for this. How could you let this happen? Did anyone go to the shelter? The buses are here. Boarding? No, you're not... Free. Free citizens decided to go to the shelter. Well, that wasn't very good. We should have aimed for more. 8 citizens. Well, the tornado's gone now. We might as well leave. Maybe to go beat up the people who live in this house. Tax is too high. Do you not think you have bigger issues? Audrey, it's an old woman. She's in jail. She's jailed at the UK police station. You're in prison and you're complaining that your taxes are too high. You don't even pay taxes. You're in prison. Audrey, or whatever your name was. Was it Audrey? It is Audrey. What about you, Walter? And you're also at the police station. You're at home. And honestly, these citizens are awful. Someone's really got to deal with them. And the tornado's gone. And it's the end of the episode. So have fun next episode, where we will be picking up the pieces of Fiorella Butcher's mess.